Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be celebrating my milestone on YouTube of reaching 100 subscribers. Let's go. Now I know 100 isn't the biggest accomplishment in the world, but for a small YouTuber like me who just started out just making videos for fun, I just wanted to post whatever I could do or whatever. I'm really truly humbled that I reached this milestone, and I never could have possibly imagined reaching that milestone ever. So just before we start the list, thank you guys so much for all of your support. That just shows that you really like my videos, and if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe right now, and then maybe we could go to 200 and maybe even more. So let's get on with the list. So now you probably might have seen my logo. It's a car, and I hope you guys know what it is, but we'll see if it's actually number one. Might or might not be. We'll see. So yeah, we're gonna be showing my top 20 favorite diecast of my entire collection, and that's just loose cars. Carded cars, I have a bunch more, but I just can't fit 20 of them on my list. But I will just have one honorable mention before I start. So why not start with that? Honorable mention is this Kevin Harvick number 75 Chevy Monte Carlo for the Winston West series. I think this was released in 2016. I can't find it. 2014, I think. Yeah, 2014. It says Kevin Harvick, NASCAR Winston West Series 1998 champion, Chevy Monte Carlo. It looks cool, but I have it in the box, and I just need 20s. This is an honorable mention, but I still really like this NASCAR. So let's get on with the list. I'll leave it on the side here. Number 20, we have the 12 Ford Fiesta, released by Hot Wheels. And I mentioned that it was going to be diecast because there's also Matchbox and some other brands in here like that. That's an Action, Lino. This is a Hot Wheels. So we got the 12 Ford Fiesta. This is obviously from Ken Block. I picked it up and I thought it looked pretty cool at the flea market, and it's actually pretty popular, and I think it looks pretty nice as well. Got nice little details, and I feel like it's the only one that has detail on the bottom, so I think it was another reason I also have a white one, but that one's pretty like scratched up, and I don't really like the white one. Of course, you have to go to the classic Monster Energy colors, but there's no Monster Energy, which is kind of a bummer, but whatever. So this is number 20 on my list, and we'll put them on this stand nicely. Okay, number 19, we're gonna have to go with this, which actually has some story to it, because on my TikTok, by the way, if you can follow my TikTok, a fan or like a friend of mine from TikTok posted this on one of his videos that he picked this up, and I was like, yo, that's sick, because I don't have it. And he just told me that if he wanted me to send it to him, and then I was like, dang, like already you're just gonna give it up? And he was like, yeah, no problem, I'll just send it to you. And I was like, okay, well, sure, because I actually don't have it. Now I've said in previous videos that I live in LA. In this bus it says RTD. This is called the Rapid Transit, by the way, if you're wondering. Rapid Transit from Hot Wheels. These buses were usually in LA around the 80s and also the 90s, but this is specifically from the 80s. It was like a GMC bus type thing, and that's why I really wanted it. And it says Civic Center on it, and it says City Gazette or something, I don't know. So I thought this was pretty nice to have. So yeah, this is number 19 on our list. Number 18, oh geez, this is a little difficult because I have a bunch of cool cars that I have. Let me see. Here, let's just choose this one. Number 18, the Dairy Delivery 1998 First Edition. One of my favorite drinks is milk. One of my favorite drinks of all time. I really hate coffee, so but I drink NOS though. So, But this Got Milk one, it's just the design looks so retro looking, like 50s style. And it says Got Milk, and again, I live in California, so I've seen a bunch of Got Milk commercials during my time growing up. And there's a little Hot Wheels logo. Looks pretty nice. This is pretty heavy, and I also have another Got Milk where it's like a little different. It's actually like a cow design, but I feel like this one definitely is better, and I do have it. So there is number 18. I hope it doesn't get too crowded where I have to move, and I didn't notice that the cam block moved. Oh boy. Can't stay. There's grips on this thing. I don't know why it's not gripping on. Number 17. The Solar Eagle 3, and yes, this is a Hot Wheels if you're wondering. Now you might be questioning, what the hell is this? Well, this is a very interesting model. It came out in 1998 as the first edition. Now the story with this, I've learned about it before, and the school, Cal State LA, it says Cal State LA right there on the side. They built this car to compete in the Solar Race 1997, and it beat out every other school for the championship. Like probably Stanford, I think, competed, and better schools than this. And I've seen the car in real life. It looks so cool. You know, it's like solar panels on it. It's supposed to be a solar car, so I think this might be the only electric car I actually approve. So yeah, look at this, skid wheels on it, look at that. And it actually doesn't roll very well, so this won't work on the track very well, but it's a nice thing to have. And again, I live in LA, very special to have. And since I'm in high school, this is really like inspirational, I could tell. Number 16. Now we're getting more heavier. So we got this Pontiac, I think this might be a Firebird dragster. This might have came out in like a 4-pack with a bunch of other dragsters, but I actually just found this one by itself. So yeah, it does open up. You hear the cracking. The front wheels are very I don't like that, but it at least rolls pretty well, I guess, or at least rolls decently. There's a bunch of sponsors on there, and it's pretty heavy. It looks pretty cool. I really like this one. So that is number 16, I think. 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep, 16. Just had to make sure. Okay. Number 15.
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
And no, it's not Burger King foot lettuce, okay? It is the Hershey's funny car. It's actually called the Ford Pro funny car. I just really like this. I really like the style of it, like 80s dragster type stuff. Hershey's, one of my favorite chocolates. It's just very simple design. A bunch of these cars are from 1998, so I really like the 1998 Hot Wheels better than a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, heavy, opens up, closes, you know, everything that a dragster needs to have. Looks pretty cool. Nothing else much to say, but looks simple and very clean. So that is number 15. Number 14, and oh boy, it's getting very tight here. We're going with this, the Hot Wheels 500. Well, that's what at least be known later, but this is the first edition of it, which came out in 1991, I want to say. I forgot. This is the No Fear race car. It looks pretty cool, metal. I really like these like black wall tires that they've used in the 80s and a little bit in the 90s. Nice little sponsors. I really like Indy cars, so this is a very nice one to have. Not much else to say. It looks pretty simple, and it does look like one specific car that you might have known. So we'll see. And there's a car that went by. Okay, number 13. I think it was number 13. We got a little bit of a newer car. This is, I believe, the 2022 like mystery model. This is number 2, the 1992 BMW M3. Well, it doesn't say 1992, but I think it's 1992 or 1991. Might be 92. This looks pretty simple. It's black and, you know, it says 02 and just looks so simple with the BMW M stripes and the wheels. They just go very well with it. Plastic base, metal body. It's okay. I think so. It does look pretty clean. Definitely one of my favorite mystery models that I would have found. And I got very lucky to find one. Only one. So, you know, it's pretty cool. Let's move on. Number 12, and I have to move some cars here. We got the Porsche 911 GT1 from 1998. Well, the car is from 1998. This is definitely, I think, a later release. This is, I think, is very sick. I love purple, one of my favorite colors of all time. Might be my favorite color of all time. It says 27, all the sponsors that would be there for Le Mans, and I think one of them is for a designer. I can't really see it, but I'm not sure. Okay, and it says 24 Heures du Mans. I don't know what in the world I just said, but it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty simple. I think it might be one of the cars that actually did that infamous flip where it just flipped like nothing.
5.5 hours in at Road Atlanta, same Porsche now driven by Yannick Dalmas, and oh, here we go. In spectacular fashion, the flip, he lands, he explodes. Dalmas emerges from the car remarkably uninjured.
I think this might be the car, but it's just in a different livery. So, number 11. We're getting close to number 1. We got this. This is again a little bit newer car. I think 2020, 2021 release. No, 2020 release, I think. Was it 2020? Yeah, 2020 release. It is the 1990 Acura NSX. Well, that's it. It's in red, and there's a big R. This is Rayula Circuit. Rayula Circuit, there's the track, and then Asada, and of course, Ryu Asada would actually own this car in real life. It was actually a Suzuka pace car. So, you know, I thought it was very nice to have. And just in the RLC for next year, they're gonna release one that has working pace car lights and I think front lights and tail lights. That'd be very awesome to see it in its full glory. Again, another great tribute to Ryu Asada. Yeah, he's a legacy, I can tell you that. He's made such awesome castings. Number 10. This is where it gets a little tough. Now, number 10. We're in the top 10. I can't really choose, but number 10, the Honda Civic Custom. This might be the newest, and I say newest because it's like the newest release that I have in my collection as one of my favorites. I don't know, it just looks so simple and so cool and 90s and type stuff. Dragsters, you know, it's like Naira, like Fast and Furious type stuff. And it says Ryu's Race Garage. The R, same R that was on the NSX. But he actually didn't design it, I think. Yeah, it didn't say Ryu was on the package, so I don't know if he designed it. This was 42, again the R. Had same details as on the side, yellow rim. There's a red one coming out, and I need to find that one. I haven't found it yet, so. So yeah, number 10, right here, belongs to the Honda Civic Custom. I think it is casting of the year for me. Number 9. We got the King Richard Petty's 1992 NASCAR Winston Cup Series car. The last year he would be racing, I think, full time or even racing forever. You know, he's a legacy, the king, 200 wins, 7 championships, 7 Daytona 500s, you know. You already know his stats, you know. He is the king of NASCAR stock car. So yeah, this is just a Pontiac Grand Prix. The SDP colors, just I love the orange and the blue. Just looks so amazing, and it's actually metal and has rubber tires. Metal. Can't get any better than that. It's better than the NASCARs that we have now in the pegs. The details are gone, long gone. That is number 9. And will it stay? Come on. It does not want to. The king can do what the king wants, right? Alright, number 8. Remember what I said about 1998 cars? This is another 1998 release. This is the Ferrari F40. Metal body, metal base as usual for back then. So not much detail. You got the nice gold detail and of course opening hatch with an engine. What happened to Ferrari? Why did they leave Hot Wheels like in 2014? They should come back. I feel they should come back. That'd be super awesome to see. I wonder if Hot Wheels can get back the licensing. That'd be super awesome. But well, I don't control Mattel, so I don't know. It has gold rims, gold Ferrari. Not bad. Number 7. No surprise, another 1998 car. So we got the Pikes Peak Celica, the Pennzoil number 1 car. I forgot who drove it. Shoot, I forgot who drove it. I don't want to think right now. Yeah, it's Pennzoil number 1 Toyota Celica. No fear, gold rims, big spoiler, a huge spoiler. I feel like it could fly. Front splitter. These are actually the headlights, some of them, and then this is like the intake or something, I don't know. It looks so simple, so nice. Again, 1998 was the peak year of Hot Wheels, in my opinion, just saying. They had amazing castings. But of course, every other year had amazing castings. Number 6. Oh boy. This is where there's a bunch of cool stuff. Number 6. It is this, the tank truck. First of all, you might be questioning, why are you choosing this as number 6? This is so boring. Okay, first off, it might be a little, okay. Second, it just looks so clean, you know. Just orange and chrome, and of course the Unical 76. Before my channel name and my TikTok was 76 gas station. So I think this is a nice memoria of my old channel name and my old like TikTok, Instagram handle. So you know, it just looks so cool. I think I want the red version better, but this is the only version I could find at the flea market. So you know, not bad. Very cool. Number 5. Oh boy, this get very tough. Number 5 is gonna go with this, the number 1 die-hard racing Sears NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series PJ Jones Chevy. It just looks so simple, you know. This is my only truck that I have in my collection. And I think I chose the best one. This one's a very sick, simple paint scheme. Okay, of course, Sears, Die Hard, and it's metal and metal. Like, this thing is actually heavy. No wonder they called it the Super Trucks during the first series, the first season, 1995. So yeah, there's some chips and there's actually some cracking. Oh my god, and there's some cracking, but of course I don't play with these like on the track or whatever, but so I think they'll be fine. Just looks simple, looks so cool, and the only truck in my collection, so how can you not beat that? Number 4. goes to this, the Mercedes CLK GTR. I don't even know if you can even see the bit. There it is. Mercedes-Benz CLK LM. It looks so simple, okay? It just looks simple. Gold wheels, black spoiler, little Hot Wheels logo. Like, that's all this car needs. There's nothing else to say. The molding is fantastic on this too. Not much detail, but it just looks so nice, you know. Super shiny, clean. I just like the simple stuff in life, you know. I like crazy stuff, and I think most of us like crazy stuff, but of course, appreciate the small things as well, because they also pack a punch as well. This is a little tough. Top 3. Number 3. The Lola Ralph's Reynard Ford. And this is the Richie Hearn Ralph's Food for Less number 21 car for Della Penna Motorsports. This looks so cool, you know. I live in LA, and I see Ralph's and Food for Less stores everywhere, so I think it just looks so cool. And the fast Goodyear Eagle 1 tires. I feel like I could use this on the track, but of course not nick the wheels off of it because it's an open wheel car, you know, kart, Indy car. I just love Indy car. So yeah, metal body, metal base, you know, just the way it was back then. We need to go back. Just saying. Number 2, and I think this might be a huge breaking for everyone. This is number 2, if you could believe it. This this is the Chevy Stalker from Hot Wheels. I can just take it off like this. Bag is a little ripped, but the Chevy Stalker from Hot Wheels. It was so tough making this list, but of course I had to go what my heart feels. Even though this might be number 2, that just means I really, really love this car. It was the first Chevy. It was like, this made me fall in love with the Chevy Monte Carlo. And personally, I would love to own one in real life. A 1986 to 88 model year. But this is the Chevy Stalker, metal body, metal base. The fat black wall tires on it just looks amazing. Looks like a very 80s type NASCAR. I actually couldn't find where it was until I found it on the wiki, where it was actually in the Chevrolet 5-pack, and there was another version with different wheels, and I was like, thank goodness I found this one, because this one looks way better than the other. These look more period correct for NASCAR. So yeah, this of course is my channel logo. You might have seen it ever since I had this username. I've been adopting this logo. But I feel like I might want to change it, because this is not number 1, even though it says number 2. But again, I have to pay homage to this. It's just amazing. Like, even though it's just number 2, that just means I really, really love this car. And number 1. This was a very tough list to make, but of course I only had to choose one winner for number 1, and it possibly might be my new channel logo. And I had to go with one that I really like, a model I really love to collect, and it's, no more waiting, this. There you go, surprise is over. My favorite Hot Wheels of all time in my entire collection is this, the Diora 2, especially the one from Highway 35, the Wave Rippers. Boy, this thing is amazing, even though it might not have the same qualities as, say, the Chevy Stalker, or I used to call it the Monte Carlo, because that's basically what it is, or the Ferrari F40. This just smacks hard. You cannot argue. Look at these wheels. Amazing. The paint is just, oh my goodness. And the front headlights and rear tail light. And the tail lights just amazing. The chrome engine, the spoiler that goes over it. Not to mention the surfboards. This is why I really love the Diora 2s. California style surfboards, and I have so many other Dioras I need to collect and find. This is actually my most favorite car in my entire collection, and this might be my new channel logo from this video onwards. Yes, you heard me right. This might be my new channel logo now. So we're gonna have to say goodbye to this, but you might still see it everywhere probably as a reference. But this, get used to seeing this, because this is gonna be my new channel logo now. Just because I love this car, I really love this casting, and Nathan Proch really kicked it like out of this ballpark, really. So I really have to thank him for designing this and designing the Diora and many other castings I actually really kind of like as well. So yeah, this is my most favorite car in my entire collection. So there it is, my top 20 favorite cars of all time, loose. I'm not counting carded, maybe in another video, but yep, this is a beauty just seeing it in these stands. And I might be quiet for a second. I'm gonna let you look at it, each of these cars, and tell me which one do you like out of all of these. And if you choose one, why should it be number one, and why do you like it? So here it goes. And as a special final treat, one of my best friends of all time, not only on YouTube, but also my personal friend, also made this little clip for me. Make sure to stick around. So if you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace, everyone.
Yo, Brandon, I just want to congratulate you on 100 subscribers, man. Love you, buddy. Keep making great content, even though 100 doesn't seem like a huge number. 100 is 100, man. So just keep posting great content, man. Keep going at it, and you'll hit 200 in no time, and then you'll keep going from there. So congrats, bro. Love you, buddy.